Greetings to you, my friends, one and all, wherever you may be viewing from. Thank you for joining me on this week's Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and I hope everyone out there is doing very well. I have to say thank you so much to all the comments that we had over the blizzard down here. I had a lot of fun with you guys. If you never get snow like that, where's our snow? It's freezing up here. We don't have any snow, and uh, like the snowman and the snow angels, all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, it was really fun, and I've got a number of new subscribers off of those videos too. So hopefully, some of you guys are followed it to the channel here as well, and if so, welcome. Um, Actually, we're about to hit 1,300. I think within 10 subscribers of hitting 1,300, which is just incredible to me. I do not deserve it, and I try to earn those subscriptions from you guys every week, and hopefully it's entertaining for you as it is for me to do it. So again, thank you so much. I can't express my appreciation, gratitude. Again, I've said before, for letting me come into your homes. And like I said, this all just started out as this is my introduction to gold, and as I was learning about pay dirts, showing you guys the ones that I liked and that I thought were the best. And like I said, it's changed a lot over the few years here we've been doing this. So for episode number 180, we're going to be doing some material I'd gotten before from Montana Prospector. It's a non-guaranteed bag. They have all different varieties, and I've gotten some of my pans here. You can see from them. They got some good prices on a lot of different materials, sluices, equipment, stuff like that. So yeah, this was the deal where you could get it. I believe it was $29 a bag, and if you bought 2 bags, you got the discount off. So basically, it came to $40 shipped for 2 bags of pay dirt, not guaranteed. So we'll see. I hadn't looked up. I don't remember what I got for the first time I did these, when I ordered my pans and stuff on that order. So like I said, we'll check it out. I'll leave a link for sure, as always. And yeah, so we've got whoa. The wind is kicking up a bit. We had the rain that hit us with our spring showers down here this morning, and it's tapered off. I think it's stopped. So hopefully we'll be good here to get this done. It caught us last week with John R. prospecting, and yeah. So helicopters, care flight, shipping people in and out from the oil rigs. So yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll break into this Montana prospect. They have no shortage of snow up there usually, but I believe I had a message from somebody up there too saying that we had more snow than they did. But yeah, from Wisconsin, from Canada, a number of people from Canada commented on it, and seemed to get a real kick out of the Southerners down here on the beautiful Gulf of America, which, by the way, Google is now going to be showing it as the Gulf of America on Google Maps, except in Mexico. They're going to still call it the Gulf of Mexico for the Mexicans to make them feel better, I guess. But they're going to need something, because we're going to get a lot harder on them. 10,000 Mexican soldiers at the border. 4 years Biden couldn't do that, but less than 2 weeks, Trump's got them in there. All these countries, they go, oh, Trump's tariffs on Canada, Trump's tariffs on Mexico. And of course, the tariffs never were enacted because Trump tells him he's going to do it. That's the game he plays, and they fall into line. It's one thing having to send your people off to die, because that doesn't affect you. That's just your subjects. But when when America starts cutting into your pocketbook, then they start paying attention. So same thing, America going to take over Gaza, which you guys know I've been saying that since the start. Level it, clear it out, basically just scrape all that trash right into the ocean and make it a dead zone, and which they've made anyway, between the tunnels, the collapsing, all the armaments. It's but yeah, that's whatever you need to use to motivate to he said, clear it out, everyone out. And like I said, no countries want this trash. So yeah, oh, it's their home. And, no, your squatters, get the fuck out. You've overstayed your welcome by about 50 years. So, but yeah, I don't believe for a second that America's gonna own Gaza. I think it'd be pretty cool if we did occupy it. It's time. We have not been colonizing in far too long, and you can see the state of the world. So yeah, but just watching the left continue to just go insane is just you know it's a pleasure. It's like every day's Christmas again, seeing something new that has been uncovered. Another, we're going after now. Now the Clinton Foundation's come up on this USAID, which is again, they said they're why are they targeting this? And they're not targeting anything. They looked at when Trump laid down his executive orders, they were looking for the organizations and people that were shouting the loudest and making the most shit about it. And it turns out this was the number one source of that coming out against Trump and what they were doing. And sure enough, we're finding out why. Every day we're finding out more. Yeah, when they're out there, chanting Elon's a Nazi in the street. Elon is a Nazi now, along with Trump. And again, just to point out for people who don't remember, the Nazis killed, the millions, tens of millions of people over their course of Nazism that they're all supporting of their Muslim buddies now in the streets. But yeah, I can't think of I have no body count for Elon or Trump, unlike Obama, who does have a murdered American citizen from one of his intentional drone strikes that was unauthorized and was basically defied Congress and was illegal. But they don't talk about that, of course, because they paid Politico $8 million. Now it's turned out it's $24 million they've gotten for printing the right things and covering up for Biden. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like I said, it's every day is more excitement. So we'll get our initial chores out of the way that we have now, and let's get on our stuff as we turn to the new and expanding gold epicenter of South Louisiana and, yes, the Gulf of America. Our table here, and we've got the cloud cover, so I think I can work here without getting in my own shadow this early in the day. So you can see this time the oh wait, I got my chores to do. Hold on. I need to empty this. This is only 2 days worth. I need a bigger bucket because damn, this one's overfilled. We're gonna feed the plants on this one because they are we getting that? Are we getting the pour action on that? Yeah, okay, yeah, just make sure because man, it is libtard tears. Yes, you sustain us. Yes, there you go.
Your tears are so yummy and sweet. Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy, you guys.
Oh, cry another bucket because it's still coming. It's only going to get worse for you. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger bucket. But thank goodness we got a AOC to tell us how Elon Musk is the most non-smart money guy that she's ever seen and met or talked to or knows of. And yeah, they say she was a bartender. Believe me, she was too dumb to be a bartender. She was a bar back at best, and that's only because she had a decent rack. She was one of those butter faces, the drunk guys loved her. How do you think she got her popularity contest to be to get into her position? Because I think she won with like 10,000 votes or some just ludicrous. But yeah, her talking about how dumb this illiterate talking about how dumb did you miss it where he caught a rocket in midair earlier in the year, dumbass? So yeah, it's just listen to these screeching banshees and Schumer and all of them at the mic. They're all just screaming at the top of their lungs about, burn it, inciting violence. It's insane. So, yeah, Ilhan Omar, there, if we're looking into her for her criminality, get her as she's telling her in Somali, speaking Somali, telling her people there, how to avoid ICE and how to get away from ICE. And this is a congressperson. This is a congressman. Congress, a terrorist, Muslim, Nazi Islam terrorist in our Congress telling illegal aliens how to avoid ICE. You know, lock her up, deport her, get her out. They just, you know, Trump this weekend, one of the many things that he did was wipe out a bunch of Somali terrorists over there. And I've made the joke on a couple of different channels about, I wonder how many of her friends and family list were eradicated on that hit, because you know, she comes from, her dad was a warlord. She's a terrorist piece of shit that's not even born here. She said, you know, if you're not born here, you do not get into our Congress to make policy, especially if you're a, you know, anti-Semitic, Nazi Islam terrorist who married your brother to sneak him into the country while you were married to some other guy. And you know, and I'm sure they validated it, because, you know, that's the kind of backward scum they are. But yeah, it's yeah, we're living the life now, watching these scumbags fall like a house of cards built on a waterbed. All right, this is some very sandy and pretty damp material here. So there's no dry classifying this. So I guess this might be a good example, a good time to show. We don't do this very often. We'll do some wet classification for you guys. I don't do it very often, but if you haven't seen it, this is that's what this is going to be. So let's get set up for that, and I'll be back momentarily. Betting we probably don't have too much to this, but let's check it out and see. We got a very little bit sticking there, so yeah, nothing to mess with that too much. And those are rocks. That's not just dirt clods. It looks like those are actual rocks in there. So yeah, if we're going to try to get small gold out, let's see. The pan of rocks here, I keep shifting around this stuff. I need to decide what to do with that. I got my little brass chair that still sits out here that I found underneath the edge of the house. Another under the house trinket. All right, so I guess we got a pretty good amount here. I think it'll work for this to get a start in our deep mine lab pan. So depending on your on what your situation is, I guess I got a big bucket, a jug of water here, so I can pour it over this. And you can see it just pretty much, you're washing your loose material out there pretty easy. Just like that. You can see we got a bunch of different colored gravels in there. It kind of looks like a river type with some of the roundedness on it, not a lot of sharp edges. We got our organics that made it through. Now you want to pour that through, and you can see that is like it just poured out like a slab of clay. So probably going to help that there's not a lot of magnetics in this one. And then you just pour through, and this stuff the big stuff you can pretty much pour through. On the smaller stuff, you got to have it where you can pretty much submerge it if you really want to get all your fine stuff out like that. So we've got that done. That just leaves us our muddy water here. And we'll get out actually, this is one of my pans I got from Montana Prospector, along with those little green pans you see me using all the time. That's our prospecting material from last week. I still got to go through the tailings on. I just haven't had time. And now it's all dried up. So let's go go ahead and pour it off into here for now. We'll get to that in a bit. So now, yeah, I just didn't want to waste. I let all my, you guys see, I've always let all my water like this, when I'm done, settle in a holding pan until it clears. And then I put it all, once it dries, I put it all back in together in the bags so that it is in original condition. All right, what do we want to do here? This is when it helps to have your, well, your squirt bottle if you've got water in it. Fortunately, I have a big jug here. And there we go. Actually, I should have. A lot of times when I'm doing this, when I'm pouring it out, I'll look at the end there and see, because that's where you'll find the gold. So, all right, well, now we've got classifications, which, as you guys know, I rarely do. Like I said, I could have done this without doing any of this, but I thought it'd be a good, I won't do this for the other bag. We'll just go through it. But just to show you, since it's not something, like I said, we do here often, and we'll go ahead and rinse out this bag. I don't do this very often either unless the material is wet. And gold like this, especially where you might be looking for more fine stuff, there could be some fine, some John R. prospecting level gold like that last bag was. There was some tiny stuff in that Christmas bag from his big hole. Everybody loves John's big hole down there that he's digging his gold out of. Be clear. All right, well, that's a big pan full of clay. So we're going to start with our other stuff to get it out of the way so I'll have another pan to use. And I'm going to start with this big jumbo rocky stuff here. And again, even after classifying it, you can see that it still has a lot of mud clinging to it, and that could be fine gold. So that's why you always want to make sure you thoroughly wash your rocks and your material. Or I still have my sunglasses on since it got cloudy. I'm thinking, man, I'm having a hard time seeing this. It's dark. Oh, okay, well, take your glasses off, dumbass. Well, look at there. I think I was not expecting this, but I believe. Let me put my other real eyes on, lest they deceive me here. And dry my hand. And it looked like I saw some shine there. Well, maybe not. That's why you got to wear glasses. That's why I had to be putting my eyes on. Because one of those little rocks sure looked like a piece of gold peeking through there. It might have been that little one that moves so easily right there. So yeah, I did not expect anything to be in there. I was going to be, like I said, surprised. Oh, we'll go ahead and use our mine lab. I basically only use this for clean outs most of the time, because I can do, for going through my tailings, because I can dump it all in here together, and I don't classify it all. I just do the whole, whatever you saw me put in, I dump it out of this big pan into this one, tear through it, and even the tiniest gold stays trapped in these. So it's great for that. It's just a deeper pan than I like. I don't like the way I have to hold it. I like my thin green light. It's lighter than this. So, but this is a nice pan. These mine labs are great pans, and like I said, this is one I won from. This one and the Blue Falcon over there that I have are two of the ones I won from Vendetta Prospecting. on the on his prospectors, the first prospectors ball. Very cool. Along with my Vendetta shirt that it's way too hot to be wearing out here today at 80 degrees. we're supposed to be up to like 83 by the weekend, 83 to 84. All the little flowers are popping around the yard. I was walking Gizmo, I had a bunch of them this morning that have popped. Even my Carolina Reaper that did nothing last year, it's just been a stick now since the winter came. I moved it inside for the cold, and it's the last 2 days it started putting out little leaves all over it. So it had already been out here just covered through the first cold spell, and I wasn't sure it made it then, but yeah, you can see those deep riffles really hold that material well. Like I said, I really don't expect to find anything, maybe a flake in this, but I didn't look on the other Montana video I did. I don't remember. It seemed like it was a decent bag though for a no guarantee bag. Of course, as most of you guys know, that is not your best bet. I won't, as a rule, go anything over $30 or $40 at most for a no guarantee bag. The one exception to that used to always be Miners Depot, which we sorely miss in the gold community because they had some awesome material and some great bags, great stuff to go through. Good people. They still got the Skookum. They had to give it up for the Skookum Gold Camp running up there. They couldn't divide their time up enough. Apparently, it'd still be nice if they would get in something seasonal once a year or something, because they just stopped. I mean, I would have been getting trying to get a few farewell bags from them, but finally they were just like, we're not sending out anymore. We're done. And then part of it, I heard that people were complaining about how long it was taking for them to get their orders out, which Miners Depot was never fast. From the time when I got it the first bag 4 years ago, for it to take 3 or 4 weeks would not be uncommon, depending on what time of the year it was. They didn't do it all year round, so things like that. But yeah, you don't really want to be investing any more than $20 to $40 on no non-guarantee bags, unless it is a company that really is known for doing them right. And I don't really know of any that qualify for that. Like I said, even Lynch, their bags all people find up to 2 grams in our pay dirts, and when John and I, the half gram, that's what the joke was with the Gizmos and the originals, was looking for that legendary half gram that people would report finding in their little sample bags of that. And we went through dozens and dozens of them and never did, but it was a fun search. And I still do have some of the Lynch, a few of the Better Than Lynch bags, and the River Gravel crystalline gold bags. And like I said, they're basically the Lynch are nostalgia bags. They're not high ROI. They're like Lynch was. It's basically 2.26 grams of gold and 5 pounds of dirt. And but it is original Lynch gold from these bags and original Lynch dirt. So and then the probably the really better one is the crystalline, because that's more valuable gold, and it's the same thing. It's over a quarter gram in each 5 pound bag of that. It's $40 or 45. Was it $40 or $45? I don't remember now. $40 and $10 shipping, $50. So it is more than you used to get in the original Lynch bags, smaller ones. But yeah, like I said, it's people that really miss Lynch. It's a little blast of the past. But I do have a few of those still remaining. But there is our first flake of gold out of the clay. So I need to. Oh, there we go. You'll get my snuffer bottle. We'll get that out and get into another one. Well, I just finished up another pan, and where is it now? I can't see it. There it is. Right. Where's my finger? there's our gold from that pan. A tiny, a true micro speck. So hopefully I can't see it on the camera. So hopefully the next one will be better. All right, we'll see if this one's any better. Got probably one more pan left worth after this one. Yeah, with the price of gold at over 2,800, I think it was still at 27 when I got this in December. I got it like I think I ordered it on Christmas Eve, and I had it on January the 5th or 6th, so they get it out quick. Hopefully not too, they remembered to put gold in it. didn't rush it out too quick here. Oh, I see a speck shining up on the corner there. You see it stand out even in the overcast. Get a nice. Oh, we got us a bunch of shine coming out on there. Shiny McShine shine. Yeah. It's always fun when you go from seeing that one tiny speck in between pans where you're going, oh crap, you get one where you get a bunch of tiny specks. That's better. Little pieces hanging there. Those are the small pans that I'd gotten that I mostly use these for holding stuff, and I'm making up pay dirt bags. They're great for that, and for out here when we're going through gym bags or stuff where I need little holders. But I never pan with them. They're just, I feel they're too small for me. I like these. This is what this is what I danced with the one who brought me. I started out with these. I guess they're the 10-inch greens, and not the plasticky greens. It's the better, thicker plastic. I just like the quality on them. They've held up out here on the bayou for damn sure. I try to keep them shielded from the sun, but you can see that's what those sunspots are, where it looks like the white spots. When you zoom in on it, it actually looks like there's a light shining on it. And from where I think it was Jason Flower Gold Wizards what he told me that's from from the sun hitting it doing that. So from then on, I've kept them in and I've kept them covered, and then none of the other ones have done that. So thank you again to Jason, the master, the Flower Gold Wizard. I need to get some more. I haven't had any of this stuff in a while. This is some fun stuff to do, man. That poison was some rough stuff to get through. All right, we'll be back when I get down to this one. All right, let's see what we got at the bottom of this one. That other one was so pretty. We might have hit the mother load on that last one. Well, it looked like something was showing up there, but it washed away, so that was not gold. Damn, did we get it all in that last pan and leave nothing? Not even a tiny little speck? Well, apparently not. That's kind of crazy that the fact that we did find that little tiny speck there in that one pan, that the next to the last had every bit of gold. Okay, well, you never know. Gold is a mysterious thing. All right, well, let's see what we look like on our... Why is my pan so... stuff clinging to it there? Well, actually, we pretty much know what we had because we saw the last bit, and there's only 2 little specks in between that. So, but we are doing this as a double bag, $40 pay dirt. So I will be counting it all together once we get... I really need to get another snuffer bottle. They got those here on that's like $1.99. Oh, you saw that gold floating. I've been doing this. I forgot to include my my jet dry because I saw my bottle fell behind the thing and I forgot to pick it up. There we go. There we go. I'm surprised we didn't see it floating before then, but we got a little bit of sand. But yeah, there is some pretty tiny gold in there. You can see that's fine stuff over there on that side. So there we go. I'm betting maybe 0.11, maybe. We'll find out. Oh, well, you gotta screw the lid back, suck up the gold. But yeah, I'm gonna need to, I guess I'll go ahead and put this in the drying pan, and then we'll do our other bag, and then I will dry that, get it out, and then we'll do the next bag so we can weigh them separately. Jeez, I almost talk not good like AOC. Alexandria. Occasionally coherent, or don't call me AOC as she's also known. Yeah, real idiot savant we have there. So we've got 1 bag left to go. So I'm going to get this put away, get our snuffer bottle back, and we'll crack it open and do it the river style, all natural, no classifying. See what we get. All right, well, we've got our second bag here. They didn't exactly overload it on the first one. Also, since the last time I got this, they stopped using the labels on their bag, so that may be part of, cutting prices to keep it down lower with the price of gold going up. And again, shipping included on these. So yeah, it'll just be a good... add more jet dry. Ooh, I can smell that. It's not good. It's not good when you can smell your jet dry because it doesn't smell very strong. Rinse those rock, pull those big ones off the top. Some of y'all might notice my big orange over there. Look at that! Look at that giant. My buddy just gave me that off his tree. Down here we have the satsumas, which are the little ones where the skin just basically falls off of them. Then you've got your Louisiana sunshines, which are about half the size of that big navel. and then yes, the navels, and they get really sweet. They don't sweeten up until they get a frost down here. So usually it's around Christmas time, December, January, when a lot of these trees are at their best fruit for the oranges and the lemons. Man, I've had lemons almost as big as that navel orange from people's trees when I'd get them. That I really don't have people. So many people died that I used to know, and there were people that I'd worked for. Or we've got us a good loquat tree this year that I forgot was behind there on that house I just did the floor on last week, or this week it was. Yeah. That little video I did under the house. We still have too much stuff in there. But yeah, there's a tree right there on the bayou that is, it made it through the freeze okay, and it is already starting to put out the nubs. So if you ever had any loquats, they're kind of a tart, sweet fruit. We had one. We moved into Ridgeton. We were little kids. I was like 5 years old, and we had one growing right off our front porch because it was right up in the kind of the corner off the porch in the house. So it we had a slab house, so it was moist. They're a good spot for it. It was a 8 or 9 foot tree, and the first year we were there that spring, it put out all this orange fruit all over it. So my mom called the nursery to see, because she's got 3 little kids, and they're like, no, it's a fruit tree. You're good with it. So we never heard of loquats, or not the same as a kumquat. But yeah, we'll be harvesting some of those. Well, look at there. We started out this one with a very nice strike of some gold. And like I said, you can see I that was not classified. That was going through all the big stuff and everything. And I'm sure we'll still get down to some more of that small stuff before we're done. But the old Mineland pad works pretty well for handling a bulk of material like that. So we'll get this snuffered up, and I'll be back. We're in the next one. I started with a little less material on this one, but you can see we've got a few 3 little specks out of that. So we're still getting the fine stuff, even not classifying, which what I was expecting to be able to do there. But it's interesting material. Like I said, not to have any black in it. We did find a nice little red ruby-looking garnet, ruby-colored garnet. All right, well, we were at the bottom of our bag here. I had one little speck off of the last pan. We do have something showing up here. Looks like that is at least we had one left hiding in the bag. I washed it out, so make sure we got nothing clinging. There was a large amount of dirt washed out of it. I was surprised how much was clinging in there. So there we have it. our sole survivor from the last of our bag. No more garnets. No more really tiny fine stuff compared to what we found in the last one. All right, everything caught in the lid. Well, there we go. That's our take from the second bag. And you can see there are bigger chunks on this one, and we don't have any of that tiny fine stuff here. So you never know from bag to bag. But it's some pretty gold. We'll take a good look at it inside once we get it dried up. So let's see what we got for our $40 here. Actually, like 39, I think was the total shipped. Well, there we have our first bag and our second bag of our gold. So let's see what our weights are on these. Yes, baby pie. Kitty climbing up the cabinet here. All right, we are exact on our weight there. So let's check our first bag with that fine gold. What did I say? I thought this might be 11. Well, damn, it's a lot heavier than it looked on that. 0.023. Oh no, yeah, okay, no, yeah. Not so much. It's where I'm forgetting I'm using the scale that has the extra digit there. Yeah, 0.023. So, yeah, it's we'll reset and see what our larger pieces went for here. Again, it was odd that we had no small gold in there at all. Compared to the first one. Oh, let's get back out. .036. So let's see what we're doing this as a combo. So our total then is combined. I didn't get 0.11 grams. So let's we'll do the math here and see. It's hard to zoom in because there's so little of it. Gizmo, calm down. It kind of has that old golden pay dirt look to it. So yeah, like I said, I didn't, for the price of gold and postage paid, I was not expecting a whole lot out of it. It was I think gold was at like 26.80 or something. Hey, watch out, you're hitting my thing there, kitty. One of the babies always playing at my feet. So yeah, let's. All right, well there we got 0.072. Let's see what that comes out to for us. Well, you guys saw the weight, and I told you what I was paying for this, so you already knew it was going to be not the greatest thing here on this ROI. Banging the camera around. So yeah, I paid. These were $27.95 a bag, and you got two of them. It was basically the deal. You buy two bags for $27.95. Came out $16 off. So it went from $55.90 to $39.90 for the order, postage paid. Y'all know I don't count postage, so I take $10 off the postage price. So that gets the material down to $29.90. So $30 for this. Pay dirt, not including postage. That gave us with the 0.072 grams on two bags, gave us $6.14 gold value, and that gives us 21% ROI on this sample bag they have here. If I count postage, it's down to 15% ROI on it. And I went back and looked because I knew it's been, it was 2 years ago in 23 when I did this, when I ordered my pans and got the stuff through the mail, plus I think it was a $21 sample bag as just a single bag, and postage paid. And on that one, when I didn't count postage on it, taking off for postage, basically $10 worth of material, I ended up with basically like an almost 90% ROI or something for the amount. Just because, like I said in that video, that the fact when you're dealing with this little amount of gold, postage eats the hell up out of anything. You know, this company does, Montana Prospecting does have bags of guaranteed gold. So again, this is a sample bag, so we're not expecting anything great out of it. I'll tell you what, after when I see this and looking back at my other, it makes those makes my $50 postage paid lynch bag. Look at that, that's original lynch gold right there, over a quarter gram. And like I said, the crystallized gold is really a good deal. That's that beautiful mammoth crystallized. And like I said, this was the stuff that David Goldbay was charging $150 damn dollars, $125 a gram for back in when I started this in 2021. So you can see that's a very a different kind of gold on that crystallized stuff. So, and it's 5 pounds of dirt. You also get the usual for the lynch ones. It's basically like a gizmo bag because it has the garnet, peridot and amethyst, like would come in the original lynch bags. Some black sand, and then of course the gator eyes thrown in, and then the river gravels have a lot of the same stuff added in, like I would on a pay dirt bag. And but you get some different stuff on these because I can put bigger stuff in instead of my pay dirt bottles. So yeah, you're getting some polished rocks from my polisher, or some special trinkets are going into the bags, special little special things. So yeah, like I said, if you I still have a few left. I really haven't been pushing these. I kind of forgot about them. I'm needing to clean out the room, and I've still got them sitting there going, hell yeah, I still have these made up. So yeah, the Bayou Gold Guy Better Than Lynch big bag, or the River Gravel big bag with this. Like I said, I've already got it measured out. I didn't put anything into it, of course, until it's ready to go. But so yeah, compared to that for $40. $50, yeah, I think that'd be. And like I said, this stuff had nothing but gravel in it. You get the Bayou Gold Guy stuff and the others. So all right, not the best gold though, for sure, for the price. But yeah, that's why we do this. So yeah, Montana Prospector. Just like I said, just know. Like I said, I went back and had to check out the video. I think it was back. It was 60 videos ago. This is number 180. That was back at 121. So it's been a little while. There you go. Not that much of a deal. $6.14 worth of gold when you put out, $40. Yeah. And I'd gotten a message recently about someone liking my my Vegemite out here, and that I had it on the counter. And yeah, I do. I'm getting down to the bottom of it now, but actually my favorite way to eat it now is I just take a big daub of it on the end of the knife, and it's a nice little salty, savory hit instead of dealing with bread. Sometimes I'll put it on a hunk of sharp cheddar. This is really like almost equates to if you like to take your meat when you've been like broiling it in the oven or something, it drips into the bottom of the pan or onto the foil. When you scrape up, or in your frying, your drippings, your fat drippings and stuff, where the black crusties, when you take that up and you have that concentrated, salty, intense, like I said, very savory, flavor is what this is reminiscent for me of. And of course, I said before, whenever I got this, this expired in June. This last June, and I looked it up when they got it because they must have had it for a while. I bought it through Walmart, but they sent it from Australia. But for them to have had it, this stuff's been around for a while, because when I got it, it only had like 3 months or something left on it from the date when I received it. I'm going, well, how long does this stuff last? Well, I looked it up. This will still be good for years to come in a keep it sealed up in the jar, dry environment. You'll know if you get I'm not going to have it that long, but they say you get a foul smell, or an off smell to it, or it starts separating, but it's the extreme saltiness of it is basically what preserves it with the yeast. So it's yeah, I've enjoyed it. And again, I was just amazed that I got it through Walmart for like $13 for this bottle, for this jar of Vegemite shipped out of Australia from over here on Vegemite. It's done in it shows where it's made in Australia on Vegemite Street or Vegemite Way. And yeah, so but yeah, you don't have to worry about this stuff going bad. Apparently, it has a very long shelf life because it's just like it's basically salted goo. what can go bad about it? Very tasty salted goo, though. Like I said, I really like it. And thanks to Gold Nugget Sales, Mike at Gold Nugget Sales, who, by the way, has just shown today that he has got six new bags of pay dirt coming out for the year. So we'll be interested in that. But yeah, with his Australian Gold, he sent that little pack of Vegemite that came with them for people to try when you got it. And that's what introduced me to it. And said I'm grateful, like so much other stuff that everything else that I've been introduced to from Gold Nugget Sales of the different golds and things that he has, and you know, can't go wrong with that, my friends. Definitely not. You know, if I'm going to spend that much money on gold, I'm not going to spend $100 on Montana Prospector. Sorry, guys, I'm going to spend it on Gold Nugget Sales because that's much better. And so with that, I and my little apple-headed boy here. Look at that little apple head. He does. Wish you all a very fond farewell for the evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. If you have not yet done so, think about hitting that subscribe button. A like is always appreciated. Maybe becoming a channel member as well. Hey, get down from there. There. They see me at the counter this long. They're wondering where their dinner is because it's dinner time and you're up there messing around with something up there very diligently, but we're not seeing any food coming out. So not him. It's all I can do to get him to eat. But yeah, the rest of them, they're always ready to go. So we're geared up. And who's watching the Super Bowl this weekend? And do you care? I haven't watched the Super Bowl in I don't know how many years. I just started watching the Cowboys again after like over 4 years. I watched the first full season last year, or this last season, and you know they continue to say. But I'm just not going to support the National Felon League and their woke, BLM terrorist, racist, agendas. And they've announced now they are pulling the end racism's message out of the end of the end zone. So we're in store for a lot more racism now because that's the only thing that's been keeping people in check. As Matt Walsh pointed out to us, that what are we going to do without people seeing end racism to know not to be racist at the end of in the back of a football field on TV. So yeah, that's going to be tragic here when that comes to pass, but. A lot of people are calling for the boycott because they are playing the fully racist and black supremacist anthem and calling it the black national anthem. There's one national anthem in this country. It's called the national anthem. It's for all people of all colors. It does not it does not separate. It does not designate differences. It is the Americans' national anthem, and it's an insult to all Americans. They even suggest it's as divisive as it always has been. That's the reason. One of the reasons I haven't watched any of this crap because they've been playing. This is going to be the first Super Bowl since 2021 that they have not had the racism bullshit in the end zone, or had the players wearing the name of dead criminals on the back of their helmets, or pushing their openly just woke BLM terrorist agenda. It is a totally racist move on the NFL's part, as they are so inclined to do these days. But the fact that Donald Trump, making history again, will be there, the first United States president to be in a Super Bowl. So yeah, I will be watching. We're gonna have some wings, maybe do some grilling, add to some grilling on Saturday night, so I don't have to worry about it on Sunday. get some of those expensive Mexican guacamole. Oh, that's right. They didn't raise the tariff price because they capitulated to Trump, like all these other pussy third world. Again, if you can only survive by us paying for your country with like he's locked out foreign aid, well, if the only way your country, if you can't survive without American money, then we need to go over there and conquer your ass, because this is we're going retro. America is tired of flipping the bill for third world shitholes that mouth off at us and then saturate our country with filth and shit and all the worst scum from all over the world. So, oh man, it's just so refreshing to see America coming back and saying, "That's right, bitch. You want to, yeah, try to fuck with us." And because they know they don't have a senile, pathetic old man surrounded by half man, woman man, boy girls, and psycho queers and illiterate incompetents that are all lining their pockets. They have people they need to be afraid of. And, people are afraid in this country now. They're afraid of yeah. The people that are afraid are the illegals, and it's about time. There've been American citizens have been afraid for years now. Some are afraid of they're afraid for their children. They're afraid to go out to the parking lot in the store. They're afraid to walk. Again, there's so much going on. We couldn't even begin to cover it. I need to do a whole Bayou Politico. That, if y'all know, that's why I always called it Bayou Politico, because it was like an insult to Politico, the shithole that now we see have been getting paid to support Biden. But, excuse me. El Salvador saying, yeah, not only will we take your illegal scum, we'll take your American scum. And I was watching AK Nation, and he's talking about the mammies. Do you think these mammies are having a hard time seeing their boys in prison now? How are they going to get down to El Salvador? They're saying deterrent. This is you wanted a deterrent. You start locking up these thug motherfuckers down in El Salvador, and they're going, oh well, you can't do that. America's your rights and so on. What do you bet Trump's got some smart enough lawyers compared to the libtards and their DEI lawyers that can figure out some loopholes for, passing along our scum down to another country for a chase. Again. So, like I said, it's just winning. It's just the winning. Elizabeth, the winning. I'm coming, baby. I've won too much. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Appreciate you listening. Bayou Gold Guy here saying, keep America strong, keep America safe, keep America healthy, and keep America great again. Until the next time, take care of each other and peace out, my friends. Have a fun Super Bowl if you watch it. If you don't want to support the crap, I'm with you on the boycott. 100 million people around the world watch it. It's not going to make any difference in anything other than how you feel about it. And that's what it all comes down to. Don't be influenced by anyone else. Do what you know is right. If you don't feel like I said, I haven't watched this shit for years. But when my president's going to be there, first time in history, yeah. And I'm going to watch and make sure that he gets out safe. By God, that's my biggest fear. Is he's down here. I mean, I was already thinking about driving into New Orleans. It's an hour away, but it's just. I don't know. Well, we'll see. You might have a surprise live stream Super Bowl pop-up from Bayou outside the Superdome. Well, what do they call it now? The Caesars. It was Mercedes, and they had Caesars down the street, but now Caesars Casino's closed down. It's called Bally's, but Caesars Super Bowl is, I don't know, man. And again, it's a libtard city that makes no sense. But just the novelty of actually being that close to a Super Bowl and going there to experience the atmosphere around it. But again, it's you can have a party in the sewer, but you're still in the fucking sewer, So it's not much of a party, though. All right, that's the last end of this rant for this one.
Well, the last time I saw a mouth like that, I had a hook in it.